this series, we both knew that this series was happening. We both was rooting for this series. We saw
Mm-hmm.
that once the brackets how they matched out. We said, hey, this one's going to win. This one's going to win. I do believe this series is going to be a 7-game series. I believe it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. And with that being said, I got the Spurs with the upset. You knew this.
This
You
dude.
knew this already.
This
And you
dude.
talked about the boys. You talked about Castle. You talked about Wemby. You talked about Fox when he comes back. You talked about Johnson. You talked about the sixth man of the year. You talked about everybody. You didn't talk about people on OKC, even though we know what OKC is. Hopefully Jalen Williams is back, so they can say that it was an even match. But we saw a precursor in the regular season. They beat him down. They couldn't do nothing with him. Do I think they're going to do something with him now? No. And I do got the Spurs winning game one. I do have them winning game one. I do have Oklahoma Thunder winning game two. And like you said, it's going to go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And the exact reasons why you said Wemby's was on the tear. I didn't get that MVP. So I'm going to show y'all. Y'all didn't think that my defense and offense together was worth MVP notice? Well, we're going to show out. Shea is going to get his. I believe Shea's going to get his. I think they're going to let him get his. I don't think they're going to double team off of Shea. Him and Jalen Williams, we'll see how hurt he is or how good he is when he comes back. Your boy Mitchell over there, AJ Mitchell, I want to see what he does in this series. Not if people are looking at him, but I think the Spurs, they're young. And what did you say the last time? It seems like they're ready. Yeah, it seems like they're ready. I got Cap on the boys. I got my boy Penny's twin brother out here playing ball on this team too. St. John. This is St. John's Penny. This is not Pitt St. but this is St. John's.
That's
And
why
I
he's
got
in
Harrison
there.
Barnes.
That's why he's playing for a
I got Harrison
championship.
Barnes coming off the bench with a couple of good corner threes. We know what he is now. He's a champion. Wiley
He's a
on
John
veteran.
Sally. He's a John Sally. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not hype this man up like he wasn't even the truth in college. He was the number one player, goes to North Carolina, and he ended up being Joseph Forte Part 2. We are not going to hype up Harrison Barnes as a
Yo,
key contributor to this Spurs team. He's behind the scenes. He's a great film
now
watcher.
he's there for. You're right. When it comes to is he going to put in buckets? He's going to do all that? No, he's not. You're absolutely right. That's not his thing. But he's going to be there to let them know about the pitfalls between the games and things like that. This is what we got to look for. This is what we got to look for. So I got the Spurs. Even though, like you said, I don't like the Spurs and I don't like the Thunder. I see this without bias. I'm saying the Spurs and Wemby. The Frenchman is coming out there with that bread. He's going to give you that French bread, which is that pain.
Well, the only French bread that's actually good out there is probably Panera's if you dip it in the broccoli and cheddar. So
That's
for
my
me, like I said, I think Wemby's gonna do what he does, but it's hard for me to look at that team and going from who they've been to who they are. You just don't see it in the NBA. You don't see these worst to champion teams build overnight. Everybody got to go through pain and suffering. OKC had to go through their pain and suffering, right?
But it
Kevin
wasn't
Durant in his
long
career,
pain and suffering.
it wasn't long, but it wasn't 1 year. But it
That's
wasn't the
true.
first year. Detroit, they had to go
That's
through it.
true.
The Bulls had to go through it. The history of the NBA is about ascending teams having to go through failure
Go through adversity. Yes.
to get through to that and break through to that next level. Now, what I'm excited about is I would love to see these two teams for the next 3, 4, 5 years compete for this
Mm-hmm.
to go to the NBA championship every year. Because I think this is a
Yeah.
brewing rivalry. This is your new Magic Bird potentially, because you got two guys who are MVP caliber every year.
Mm-hmm.
You got two teams that from a draft capital and assets and players and contracts and salary cap perspective can be good over the next 3, 4, 5 years. I mean,
Yeah.
OKC has enough picks. They can't even pick as many players as they have picks. They're going to have to get rid of picks and trade picks to go get guys because they can't physically put that many people on their roster. So this is a brewing rivalry. I'm excited for it. I'm happy for it. I know you're wrong, but we'll let time tell how this all plays out. But I'm gonna say history continues to repeat itself in this series because no team has ascended that quickly and actually went on to win the NBA championship. It's just too fast. Ain't no microwave champions out